Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to this MYXclusive interview. I am VJ I. Today we have a young artist. They are a band from offshore music. At kilalanin pa natin sila. They just released
Hola.
their re-recorded version of Hi and their new music video for it featuring Jamie Wilson from the Ang Huling El Bimbo musical. And they have upcoming singles lined up featuring Sab Magalona Bacaro of Cheats. And also they have an upcoming album. So kilalanin natin sila, guys. Please welcome Suspiria Pink. Woohoo!
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Is it Suspiria or Suspiria?
Suspira.
Suspiria
You
Pink.
did it perfectly.
How would you say it?
Suspiria.
Sus
Suspiria.
or sus?
Actually, either or.
Yeah.
Suspiria. Any is fine.
Su-
Who knows what that is?
Bibilisan ko na lang. Suspiria.
Yeah.
Ay, hindi halata.
Perfect. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay. Well, welcome to your first ever MYXclusive interview. We're so happy to have you here. So, can you please introduce yourselves first one by one and what your role is in the band?
Sino ba? Okay, Benson, you start. Hello everyone. I'm Leo. I play drums for the band, and we write the songs together.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm Gwen. I sing and I play bass.
I'm Diego. I play the guitar and I sing.
Oh, there you go. You write the songs together. Pero may nakita ako sa Instagram story, may nakatulog while writing songs.
Yeah.
No, most of the time.
That was Benson last night. Share ko lang.
Yeah, I was with them kasi earlier this morning. I just went back home, but I was with them. We were shooting an ad for one of the
Secret.
singles. Tapos
Secret.
yun, we decided to write a song kasi I was very tired, so I fell asleep before you were done writing. So
Oh, so you're working on something new na rin. Kasi sabi mo you were shooting for like an upcoming single. Exciting. Okay. So, is it correct na parang medyo magkakalapit kayo ng bahay? Kasi sabi niyo parang nagkikita-kita kayo, gano'n. Magkakapit bahay ba kayo? Tagasan ba kayo?
We're near each other. We're both in Marikina.
Yeah.
But Benson
Marikina.
lives in Manila. Leo.
Leo lives in
Oh, alam mo, naguguluhan ako kasi di ba your name's like Carlos, Benson? Ba't naging Leo, but minsan Benson? Like, which one do you prefer?
It's short for Leotard.
actually very funny kasi this is like the fifth time this has been a problem. You know? Even with offshore, it's been a problem. Even my friends, it's a problem. So, I'm okay with any naman.
Hindi naman siya problem. Oo, like curious lang kami like which one you prefer na itawag sa'yo, Leo or Benson. Like, what is it parang sa bahay ba? Is it Leo with your friends,
They
Benson?
call me
Kasi sometimes
Carl at home.
ganun eh.
So,
Oh, iba pa!
malayo. Yeah, mas malayo pa. So,
Mas marami options. Oo.
Benson is okay. Or
Benson. Okay, let's stick with Benson. Okay, for today. So, guys, where did you get the name, Suspiria Pink?
So Suspiria it's a Latin word. It means sigh, and it was used in the horror movie of the same name. It was made around the 70s, and we just thought
Sorry,
it was
it means what? Sign?
sigh, as in buntong hininga.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
and we just thought it was just like it was a nice looking word and it looked cool and it was something that wasn't popularly known. So we were hoping to
Mhm.
sort of give it like our own meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yung pink part naman, saan galing?
Well, the movie was mostly like color pink. Because when Gwen and I searched it up,
Mhm.
like we were looking for horror movies, and we saw Suspiria. When we searched Suspiria, straight away the color pink is evident
Yeah.
throughout the whole film. Like it's like the theme is always there, like pink, pink everywhere, different shades of pink, different tints of pink.
Mhm.
It's mostly that. So we just
Mhm.
decided pink na lang yung second
Yeah.
word. Wala lang. It's just
Oh.
feel lang.
And
Mhm.
mga anong year niyo to na-decide? Like, when you guys got together to form a band, was it like the original name na, right from the get-go? Or were there other names before?
It was the first ever name we chose back in 2019, early 2019.
2019. There was that during that time it was just Gwen and I pa lang. But then we started making music and then we decided we wanted someone who could like match our energy and have like the same take and
You guys are
Mhm.
lagging out na heavily.
Oo nga eh. Benson, pasok. Salo.
So
So,
yeah, but
yeah. I think
they,
I got a little bit naman from what Diego was saying na it was just the two of you at first, and then you were looking for someone to match like your
yeah,
energy and your
was
style.
it was Diego and Gwen thing at first because they were bandmates before in different bands.
Okay.
So I knew them, but I knew them because we were in the same school, but we didn't like we weren't in the same band. Tapos
Which school was this?
Yeah.
Ateneo Senior High. That's how
Okay.
we knew each other. Tapos I was part of a different band, and then they invited me to play for them. So I thought it was cool. So I joined them. Then that's how the band formed.
Oh, so for Gwen and Diego, why did you choose naman Benson like to join you guys? Parang what about him out of all the other for sure talented musicians in Ateneo as well? What about him did you see na parang nagpa-decide sa inyo na I think he can be one of us. He can be part of our group.
ang pogi niya kasi.
Oh, yun na. Tapos na. That's it. Mic drop.
For real though, for real.
Yeah.
For real, mostly because like we thought now who could we vibe with in terms of our type of music and who could
Oo.
bring more energy into it. Because honestly, in my opinion, Benson's one of the best drummers of Gwen's batch.
Yeah.
So parang we also, because I'm a batch above them, like I'm a batch above Gwen and Benson. So, and
Mhm.
Gwen and I are best friends, and then eventually, I met Benson. Pero yun nga, knowing the people in their batch na rin, I
Mhm.
eventually realized parang Benson's one of the more committed and more
Yeah.
talented drummers talaga.
Yeah.
Not saying
Agreed.
that the others are not talented, it's just that Benson just there.
We also
Wow.
saw him playing for other bands in different gigs, and I don't know. It was his talent was notable. Yeah, he was our first choice. Yeah.
Oh, it was a
Confidence.
notable band pero iniwan mo, Benson.
Um,
You left them for Suspiria Pink.
I wouldn't say I left the old band naman kasi I also formed that old band Pasadena Freeway. It was just like it was a fun time writing for that band. Pero Gwen, Diego, and I parang we knew we wanted to take the next step with our music. Na parang it's not just like we're not spending our free time on this. As in we want to make something meaningful and worth sharing with everyone. So
Mhm.
yun nga, I could sense the same commitment from them na parang we all want this. So it felt natural.
Did I
Beautiful. Hi.
Hello. Yes, we are back. Yes.
Hello. What happened? We disappeared. Everyone disappeared.
Technology happened.
It happens.
Hi everyone. So si Benson hindi pa siya nakaka-reconnect. So okay, I'm glad we're back. We'll just keep on going and we'll keep on running. Sabi nga sa song ninyo. So we were talking about yun nga, how you guys were formed. So let's get back right to it. Before forming Suspiria Pink, how did your love for music start? Like, how did you decide na parang talagang this is what you want to do? Music talaga. Let's start with Gwen.
For me, I've always grown up around music because my dad was a guitarist, and I
Oh,
think
for which band?
he was in True Faith and The Dawn. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So it was it's just been a thing since I've been growing up. I just learned. I know I never learned how to play until high school, but yeah, it's just something I've always had in my life.
Oh, okay. Wait, for the benefit of everyone who don't know, like, who's your dad? Kasi ang alam kong guitarist ng The Dawn, si Francis Brew.
Yeah. Now see Francis. He was the one before Francis. Now see Kenneth Ilagan. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I was, yun nga, I was like looking at your last name, parang, is it Gok?
Yeah. No.
No. So, parang,
Yeah.
sino yung dad niya? So, parang figure out ko. So, it's Ilagan. Kenneth
Opo.
Ilagan.
Mhm.
Okay. Sige, there you go. So, talagang music runs in your blood na pala talaga.
Mhm.
Mm-mm. So, did your dad teach you how to play the guitar? And I understand you play bass for Suspiria, right?
Yeah. He actually didn't. I learned by myself because he was already working overseas by the time I was in high school. So, yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
taught myself, and I picked up bass because most bands in high school didn't have a bassist. I mean, guitarists are oversupplied, so bass.
So law of supply and demand. So parang inisip mo,
Exactly.
parang in demand yung bassista.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pogi kasi.
So what other ikaw kanina ka pa Diego. Parang yun yung ano mo talaga point mo. Pogi si pogi yung mga bandmates ko. Kaya mo sila kinuha. Pero Gwen, what other instruments do you know how to play aside from the bass and of course the guitar?
That's pretty much it. Bass and guitar. I mean, I also help out in writing guitar parts sometimes in the Suspiria songs. So yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, so now let's go to Diego. Ikaw naman, like, where did your love for music start?
Well, I'm sorry if it's loud in the background, if you can hear it. But it's like, my love for music started from my dad. Then from my dad, like, um, through his music. Kasi I grew up not listening to rock. Actually, I grew up listening to more like
Hmm.
ballads and mga parang mga Michael Bublé, Andrea Bocelli, mga gadon. I eventually just got into rock when I started listening to my own music na my own type. But growing up talaga, I listened to what my dad would sing and what, because my dad was also a singer dati. So that's how I got into music mostly.
And was your dad part of a band also?
My dad was a soloist. He is a balladeer.
Ha,
Balladeer,
hanggang
yeah.
ngayon. Uy, promote mo naman yung music ni Daddy. Okay, what's your dad's name?
I don't know, probably kilala ng mga parents namin, mga Bimbo Cerudo or like Bo Cerudo. Bo
Okay,
Cerudo.
there you go. So hanggang ngayon, he still sings.
Yes po. Yes.
Okay. So what instruments do you know how to play naman? Tsaka who taught you or were you also self-taught like Gwen?
Um, well, I started taking guitar lessons like when I was in grade 5. I joined the guitar club in grade 5. Tapos I started liking it more and eventually took lessons na rin. Just basic lessons like literally just learn a few songs here and there. And then I eventually taught myself na rin how to play electric guitar and then mga bass and everything. Like I know basic like arrangement stuff and I know how to work instruments. Pero like I don't actually know how to play the instruments. Gets mostly just guitar and singing or bass.
Mm-mm.
Same as Gwen actually pretty much.
Yeah. But usually that's how we all start naman eh. Parang kanya-kanyang aral or sa friends, classmates. Uy, may bago kang alam na song, turo mo naman sa akin yan. Mga ganon.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
ganun
pretty
lang
much.
nag-start. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. But, yun nga, like you said, both your parents, musicians na rin talaga. Let's see if that's also the case for Benson. Benson, ikaw naman, paano nag-start yung love mo for music?
Well, for one, both of my parents are not musicians. Actually,
Ooh.
but I think I'm the only musician in the family. Kasi, I mean, my mom's a dentist and my dad runs a business. So, it's sorry, they don't belong
Layo.
in the creative field.
Oo.
Pero before kasi
Mm-mm.
my lolo used to bring me to a school. Tapos he had like cassettes of bands na he would ano. Tapos he used to play like Queen and the Beatles like back in elementary. So that's how I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. So
Mhm.
actually after that, I got Guitar Hero for the Xbox 360. Tapos that was basically my first exposure to like the wider scope of rock. Then I didn't learn how to play music until second year. Kasi there was an event kasi in my old school, in high school, tas parang battle of the band sort of thing. Now one of my
Uh-huh.
friends is a drummer. So I just
Okay.
hung out with him in the band room. Tapos they went out for a break. Tapos I was left with a kit and then like the teacher who was making bantay dun sa area was like, "Uy, Benson, gusto mo matuto mag-drums?" I was like, "Sure." So he taught me one beat and then when like um when when I played, I was like, "Oh, this is so I like this." So that's how it started, I guess.
Oh, so thank you dun sa teacher na yun. Gusto mo i-shout out siya? Do you still remember the name of the teacher? Kasi thanks to that teacher pala, you discovered na, oh, may talent pala ako dito.
Si Sir Ilog who taught me math and ICT. I forgot what years na pero
Ah, so hindi siya
ayun.
music teacher.
No, he's not a music teacher also. No, he's not a music teacher.
Oh,
Parang
ang
trip na lang.
galing.
Yeah.
Oo.
Yeah.
So buti na lang parang you chanced upon him na siya yung bantay that time and then yun na, fast forward to today, you guys are in a band and you're on
Yeah.
Mix, you're being interviewed. You
Yeah,
have an
man.
official music
Yeah.
video out. Wow.
Yeah, it's funny how things turn
Amazing.
out. Pero yeah,
I know.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Ang
that's how it
galing.
happened.
Okay, now, paano naman kayo na-involve sa offshore music? Of course, it's led by one of the OPM legends, Ellie Buendia. So, how did you get signed dito sa offshore?
Benson.
I would proudly say na that was mostly Benson.
Yeah. He's a big fan of offshore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like before kasi I've been a big fan of the artists of offshore and of course
Like who?
Sure.
Mag-enumerate tayo. Sige.
I'm a big fan of Cheats. Of course, I saw them once. Also Enamori. Enamori is amazing. It's not my genre pero she's incredibly talented.
Mhm.
Oh, she was just here this morning.
I saw
Yeah,
her. She was just here. Yeah, but
Shout out to Inamori.
yeah, so, we haven't actually met each other before. Pero yeah, I saw them once at an offshore gig, and of course, big fan of the heads. Yeah, and
Who is-
like Sir Ellie, Raymond Marasigan and the like. So, I thought it would be like cool if we tried our chance at joining this this gang of artists. Kasi when I went to their show, I think it was August of 2019. Parang I was like, none of the artists sounded alike. So I was like, oh, parang they're really in it lang for, sorry for the the train in the background. Pero yun nga, parang it's a hodgepodge of artists kasi parang wala silang sariling, they just really pick who they think makes good music. It's not like, oh, we only pick metal people, or we only pick
Yeah.
pop people. So yun nga, I thought it was cool, and I think syempre if you want to cultivate ourselves and grow as artists, parang syempre that's the environment you want to be around. Yung the number one
Yeah.
priority is the music.
Mm-hmm.
Medyo na-disconnect ako ng konti doon. Pero yes, I got what you said naman about offshore music, really appreciating artists for their music and not, discriminating against specific sounds lang. So, how did you get involved with them? Kasi kanina, Anna Mori was saying na Pat of offshore music parang discovered her in one of her gigs. Parang she just
Uh-huh.
played, tapos biglang after that, she was approached. How about for you guys? What was the situation like for you?
Well, like, are you gonna say
No,
something?
you go ahead.
Well, like how we ano kasi we would record na songs and we had a
Mhm.
few things released. Like our first version of High was already released before Offshore and then X and
Mhm.
X's. And then we were just like Benson really we were talking about it na parang do we really want a label and then stuff like that. And if ever what label would we choose? We thought about other
Mm.
labels and stuff. Pero talagang we said na Offshore was where we wanted to be
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like they would understand us most in terms of music. So how we got involved with them was that Benson was just like, how do we get in contact with them? Search them on Facebook. We saw their
Yeah.
email. Benson was like, okay, let's email them all our random demos. Literally
Mm-hmm.
everything we can send. Let's send the proper email. And then surprisingly, Offshore replied after quite a
Yeah.
while. They replied. All thanks also to Miss Audrey. Shout out to Miss
Mm-hmm.
Audrey. Thank
I
you
miss
for
Audrey.
having us.
She's the one who really showed us to Ellie, and yeah, we're very grateful for
Anyway,
that.
she pushed us to
Yeah.
pinush niya kami kay Sir Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
And then we made
Grabe, no, what determination can do. Talagang yun ay, parang meron na kayong goal eh, na parang, okay,
Mm-hmm.
napag-usapan nyo, this is what we want. Ito yung
Mm.
label for us. And then, you did what you had to get in, and you did. Okay, so kanina pa natin nababanggit si Sir Ellie. Let's talk about it. Obviously, you guys are big fans. I saw your vlog, and you were
Mm-hmm.
with him when you went to Crow's Nest for the first time. How was it like meeting him and working with him, basically?
I mean, for me, it was very surreal. Like someone you've been seeing on TV as a kid. That's she's like sitting right next to you, helping you out with your songs. It was weird because, like, it's just so weird. Like working with someone who's like so much larger than life. It was just yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, for me, like when I met Sir Ellie, it was like when we met Sir Ellie in the studio. He was just like, I think what was he wearing? The Cobra Kai
Yeah,
T-shirt.
you turn
He
cold.
was wearing the Cobra Kai T-shirt, and then he was like vibing. He was just walking in there like,
Yeah.
and then when I said hello, and he was just like this typical like chill, cool dude. He was like, hi, and then I was like, oh my god, Sir Ellie.
But inside,
Oh my god, it's Sir Ellie. Nag-sink in lang after I was like super like chill. I was like, sup? Yeah. Like, then nag-sink in parang, damn, this is Sir Ellie. And he's in boxers.
medyo TMI. Pero thank you guys.
The greatest honor is seeing your idol in boxers. The greatest-
Oh my gosh, I'm Sir Ellie Buendia is watching right now.
Hello.
Ito yung contract nyo.
Love
Joke
you,
lang.
sir.
How about for you naman? Diego, yes, Benson pala. How was it like for you meeting Sir Ellie?
Actually, this is a running joke amongst the bands kasi among the three of us, ako talaga yung die-hard Eraserheads fan. As in,
Mm-hmm.
kasi if talking about the story earlier when I watched the offshore gig, I watched the offshore gig to see Sir Ellie. And it's funny kasi I wanted to get my shirt signed and his bodyguard stopped me 3 times from getting a signature. So I had to ask
Aww.
the bouncer at the bar to give it to get it signed. So
Madiskarte talaga si Benson, no? That's what I'm getting dito sa interview na parang, wow, if he wants something, he gets it talaga. He finds
yeah,
a
I mean,
way. What shirt was this?
it's yung Ultra Electro na 25th anniversary
Ah,
shirt
yeah,
available
yeah,
at the
yeah.
Offshore Music website.
Nag-promote pa ng merch. Oo.
Yeah. So I got that signed. So syempre it was surreal when I didn't have to go past his bodyguard anymore. Because I think when we arrived at Crow's Nest, I think it was the same bodyguard pa that carried our stuff to the studio. So I was like, ooh, okay.
And
That
did you
was
bring that shirt na sign ba ni Sir Ellie?
yeah, he was able to sign it naman. It's in my drawer somewhere here.
Oh.
Yun nga, when we showed up there kasi Gwen and Diego were gone and they had to um they bought like drinks or something from 7-Eleven. Tapos I was
Mhm.
tinatamad to join them. So naiwan ako in the studio. Tapos I was like checking out the drums lang. Then Sir Ellie showed up and he was like, "Sup, Benson?" I was like, "Ooh." So
First
uh,
name basis.
yeah, hello. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Mm. So
Yeah.
obviously, you guys are super killing that you get to work with, a legend. So from working with him, and of course the other talented individuals offshore, what would you say has been like the biggest learning that you've gotten so far?
Hmm.
Learning in
Yeah.
terms of being
Mm-mm.
with offshore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Like music, ano yung mga lessons na parang you'd keep with you forever?
well, always be humble, friend. Like, even though we love having fun, like we see Sir Ellie as like I mean, we still do. We still see some Sir Ellie as someone above us na parang wow, so great, like the greatness. Pero when you see him in person, napapa-humble ka talaga. Parang
Mm-mm.
this is also him as a human being. Kasi di ba when you
Yeah.
put them as a status talaga, parang wow, is so
Mm-mm.
great. Pero when you meet him in person, it's like, oh, he's just a person like I am. So
Yeah.
it makes you realize na parang we're also people, and no matter how much, like, if it when everything takes off, we release a lot of things. Of course, we won't forget to be humble,
Mm-hmm.
such as like Sir Ellie. He's great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
just
for
like
me.
being part of the group. Parang, like it's humbling to be in the you to work with such like great musicians like Miss Sarabia, fantastic drummer by the way. She dropped like a mean drum solo when I saw her sa was that Solstice 2019. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, yun nga, like everyone talaga there. It's like um it's humbling to be in the presence of great people. Tapos you look up to them. That's their.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
helps you keep yourselves grounded. How about for you, Gwen?
I think for me, being with offshore, I think encouraged me, and I'm sure the other guys in, to like stick to actually like our artistic vision. Kasi
Mhm.
expecting from labels na parang they will expect you, oh, can you change this a little bit? Can you do more of
Yeah.
this sound? But what I was really shocked with offshore is that they were literally just like, do whatever you want. Even when it came with promotion, it was like, do whatever you want. As long as it feels right for you, you do it. And I think that was just cool na parang um, these musicians are so genuine na they encourage us to be genuine as well. I think
Yeah.
that's really
Authenticity. And they're
yeah,
not selling a product. That's
yeah,
they're
yeah,
selling
exactly.
something.
Mhm.
I shout out to Pat
Yes.
Sarabian in the comments.
Hello.
Oh my gosh! Hello po. Oo nga, sabi niya, "Hello mga idol, ang popogi niyo." Sabi ni Tim, "Oh, Pad Sarabia, pakipadukan po si Diego Cerudo. Thank you."
No.
Sige, now let's talk about your latest single, yung Hi. And you have a new music video out for it. So okay, dun muna tayo sa song. What is Hi about? Tsaka bakit siya may exclamation point?
I mean, it looks nice.
It
The
looks like
expression, it looks nice.
Thanks for the honesty.
Ano, pre-COVID friend antics, late nights outside,
Mhm.
just enjoying your friend's company.
just to clarify, it's not about, like,
Yeah, what you
it's
think it's
not
about.
about what you think it's about.
Yeah,
It's really about friendship and
yeah.
like bonding with friends and having fun with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that
Putting,
kind of high. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
Mm-mm. There. Okay, and how about the music video naman? So, for those who don't know, there is like an original music video for this. It's like homemade with
Mm-hmm.
grocery carts and a lot
Yeah.
of eggplant. Which actually I want to ask you about that, guys. What is it with you and eggplants? Like, bakit may mga na-murder na eggplant doon, may mga niluto, may mga
Uh,
Ori- 'Cause our original idea for the music video, di ba, Benson? We all had the idea na parang we were gonna do like botanical garden, and
Yeah,
then we were gonna do plant costumes.
yeah,
We were
yeah.
gonna like, pero parang masyadong, suggestive.
Mhm.
Medyo, we couldn't do that. really. So we just decided, let's just have that along with us because that became our thing.
It's our friend.
It's our friend,
Yeah.
our loved one.
But there was one scene where you cut your friend. Parang-
They betrayed us.
We gotta cut off the negativity from our life.
Yes.
wow!
Maging toxic yung talong
Nagawa
eh.
pa.
Sorry.
Naging toxic yung tanong.
Okay. So, to be fair, you kind of paid homage to the original music video dito sa bago. Kasi parang dun sa umpisa merong parang preview nyo siya sa
Mhm.
ng
Yeah.
konti. Yeah. Okay, so tell us about the concept for this new music video featuring Jamie Wilson of Ang Huling El Bimbo Musical.
Mhm.
You want to talk about?
And go ahead.
Go, you. I think that's good. That's what you talk about.
But I will
Share ko lang.
tapos na.
Share ko lang. If anything, I didn't know much about the music video
Yeah.
because I did not read the script. And then they wouldn't tell me what was gonna happen. So, tagasunod lang talaga ako.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because they were like, nobody tells Diego the script. Walang magsasabi kay Diego anong mangyayari kasi hindi niya binasa yung script. So, nakinig na lang ako. Uto-uto ako.
so raw reactions mo yun.
Mhm.
Pretty much. And yun, the other guys know more about it than I do. So, I was just
Yeah.
like,
Okay,
Well,
sige, let's hear it.
We came up with a concept with the team we worked with for the shoot. We came up with a story with our production designer Bernice Fojas and Miguel
Miguel Legaspi.
Miguel Legaspi, our director. We came up with a lot of ideas. We wanted it to sort of be medyo out there and have a cool story. Yeah, and we wanted to work death in somehow, so we just sort of built a story around the death, and we knew we wanted it to be funny, so we had like Sir Jamie Wilson on as a therapist, which he came up with his own lines on the spot. So I mean,
What?
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
a lot of the things we do are on the spot. Eh.
Mhm.
Oh, isa mga hindi pa nakakapanood kasi you have to see it to understand why my reaction is like this kasi grabe talaga yung line si Sir Jamie Wilson. Very, very ba, hindi mo alam saan ang galing. Bakit? Tapos yung mga reactions ni Ren parang, wow, oo nga no, like what if you were asked that? Okay, so let's talk about the shooting naman of the music video. So was this shot during the pandemic? What was the experience like?
Yes.
Benson?
It was shot during the pandemic, which of course proposed a big logistical concern. So there were lots of actually yung concepts of music video pa iba-iba din kasi we had like different locations eh. We had to switch locations and times, safety because now safety and yun nga sa trying to fit it in like with the concept. So there were lots of changes in the plans. Tapos ayun, conveniently Sir Jamie Wilson is also a registered health officer. So
No way! Seriously?
It was
Yeah,
very
so-
convenient.
Yeah, so
Oh.
we didn't have to get anyone anymore to like maintain protocol kasi that's also what he does. So
Yeah, he's a health officer. Oh, galing.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Tapos yun, in terms of shooting, it was tiring. We shot it at our producer's house. Shout out to Kern.
Shout out to
For-
Kern.
Yes.
Search him on Instagram, Sandugo Studio. He'll record you guys. He's the
Yeah.
best. He'll take care of you.
Incredibly talented man. And also very generous. He let us shoot
Apparently, very generous. Yeah.
he let us shoot the video at his place. Kasi yun, took a long time because there are lots of like scenes, iba-iba settings nung ano. I mean, we only had 2 rooms. So again, another shout out to the production team, sila Bernice,
Mhm.
Of course, and the Brittany, CJ, Vince, Miguel, everyone.
and everyone else that we missed.
Christine.
Parang, yeah.
I also
Kasi
want to
very
ask about your outfits. Like I really loved also the colorful one towards the end. Like was this part of your planning as well? Is this part of your like visual plan for Suspiria Pink?
Actually, when we made those outfits, they were already there before. Like, kasi we had the photo shoot originally way before the music video, even before the original music video. We had the photo shoot with 2 other people, Trixie Gosadan and Irene Remoto. They designed those outfits for us. We commissioned them to design our outfits. They went with us to the ukay because we got outfits talaga that matched us. We have our velvet outfits, we have our
Yeah.
suits with designs, and our the ones you saw in
Yeah.
the video. Those were all by
And
them.
it's from Ukay Ukay also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tapos they just
Ah,
graffitied on the,
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they just painted on it.
ang
doesn't have to be
galing.
expensive.
Yeah.
Basta it looks nice.
Yeah. Oo.
Yeah.
Well, sobrang nice nga nung kinalabasan. Tsaka you made it your own. So that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oo. And
Yeah,
how
but
about
those,
the death part then? Gwen touched on this before. Na parang sabi mo lang you wanted death in the music video. But why? How is it connected to the song or
Because
to
Death
like
is like
the visuals?
our Death is like our band's mascot. He's in every album art we do since day one. I just think it's a cool logo and representation of like our music. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the his costume and was made by the production designers of the shoot, and I think it turned out really good. Yeah,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Kern is actually, our producer's actually the
yeah. Our
si
producer
Grim
is the
Reaper
one
in
who does
the,
the costume.
yeah. He was the
Yeah.
one who put on the outfit. Kasi siya lang yung tall enough
Oh,
to, ano, look imposing to,
grabe love
yeah.
na love kayo ng producer niyo, no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Binigay na yung
we love
bahay
it.
niya,
bahay.
pinawisan siya. Kasi for sure mainit yun.
Shout
Yeah.
out Kern
Yeah.
again. Shout out.
Shout out to
Oh
Kern
my
again. We love him
gosh.
also.
Oh, your director is here also, Miguel Legaspi.
Yes,
Hi.
he did.
Yep.
He's
Hello,
Hi,
great. He's
hello.
an
Miguel.
amazing director. He helped us. Sila ni Benson nagsulat ng script. They were great
Mm-hmm.
together. I want to touch lang something on the death thing. Like
Okay.
the signature, yung signature death namin for everything, for literally the album arts, the designs and everything. We chose our signature to be red death. Hindi lang yung normal, di ba, death
Yeah.
is usually in black. We said
Yeah.
na parang iba naman kulay ni death when we
Yeah.
started and make him color red.
Yeah.
And then
Make
yun
him
yung
stick out.
to make him stick out and be
Yeah.
different. Yan. Was
Yun nga
the
eh,
idea.
naka-red cloak siya. Now,
Mm-hmm.
is this also why like your upcoming album we heard has something to do with the seven deadly sins? Kasi parang medyo nandun na kayo sa death, hell, sins, ganon. So, yun ba?
7 heavenly virtues.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a part of it.
Yeah. So that's announcement number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those who don't know, they posted kasi that they'll be making 2 big announcements on this MYXclusive interview. So, okay, I'll give the floor to you. What are those announcements? Kasi medyo na-preview ko na yung isa.
Yeah. So announcement number 1 is that we're coming up with we're releasing a concept album, which also happens to be our first album about it's about the 7 deadly sins. This is also the reason why we re-released High, to recontextualize it in the context of the album. So 7 songs, 7 sins. So,
So, which
we need-
sin does High fall under?
you want to share that then, or do we leave it up to interpretation?
So, High falls under sloth because it's like, wala. The
Days.
guys in the story are not achieving anything. They're just hanging out, not really, not really achieving anything with their lives.
Like, very good.
Yeah.
Lazy days. Happy days for lazy.
Projecting.
You know.
Parang easy-go-lucky mode, ganon.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright,
yun.
so what's the next announcement naman? The second one?
What is our
Um,
second?
Well, we're back on the album. It will be called Vices, and it's coming out this May. So the songs that are part of this album include yun nga, High, X, Dismember, and our next single, which is what we're supposed to be the next announcement, Lonely Hearts, featuring Sab Magalona of Cheats. Is the next single that will come out, and it's coming out this Friday. So please, stay tuned for that. Check. We'll be posting updates na lang, but yeah, it's coming out this Friday.
Ooh, what time?
Midnight usually, yun, di ba?
Midnight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
midnight.
Yeah.
Okay. Will there be a music video accompanying it?
We're thinking of a lyric video, but we're not no solid plans right now. We'll
Yeah.
see how it goes.
Let's
Yeah,
We'll
hear
feel
it.
it
just
out,
Yeah.
We'll feel it out.
yeah.
Yeah.
But what's for sure is that the song is coming out this Friday,
Mm-hmm.
March 12,
Mm-hmm.
midnight. So
Yep.
guys, abangan natin yan. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
now that you've mentioned it, let's talk about Lonely Hearts. So you
Yes.
mentioned kanina, Benson, di ko na kakalimutan, you're a big fan of Cheats. You
Mm-hmm.
would watch their shows before. So now you are collaborating with Sab Magalona Bacaro, who
Mm-hmm.
is a member of Cheats. So how did that happen and what's it like collaborating with them? With her?
Um, paano nga ba? You, you wanna talk about it?
It was sort of like a in-label collaboration. We asked
Okay.
some help from Miss Audrey, one of the big people at offshore, and she helped us look for female singers because we wanted a female singer for the song because that's just what the story was headed. It was a conversation between two people, and we wanted a female singer, so it would be obvious. And yeah, so we asked her help to recruit a female singer, and she asked around in our label, and luckily, Miss Sab said yes, and we were very lucky that she said yes because she really added a lot to the song.
Yeah.
We're so
Mhm.
thankful for that. But
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know it was gonna be Sab until the very end when you guys told me. I didn't even.
Si Diego laging last to know, no?
Yeah. And it's funny kasi Lonely Hearts is, Diego wrote the song.
I,
So,
re- I wrote the song, but I didn't even know who's gonna sing
yeah.
on it till the very end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay, sige.
Yeah.
What is Lonely Hearts about?
What
Ba't
is
ako
it?
yung artist?
Wait, wait. Okay. Well, Lonely Hearts.
Envy.
Envy. Yeah, that's a sin of naging topic. Basically, if you were to make this phrase like, if you can't have me, then nobody can, into a song, that would be the complete song of the song. Like, if you can't have me, nobody can. If I can't have you, nobody can. Sorry.
Mm.
Then that's the idea of the song. So as you listen to the choruses, when you hear it, you listen to how the words change throughout each chorus and how the feel changes also, because like that's what we're trying to portray.
Mhm.
Like it gets progressively worse throughout the song and darker
Yeah.
than the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That was the idea of it.
I mean, kasi nga, adding to the
Oh.
album, kasi we wanted each song to tell a story. Kasi we were like
Mhm.
inspired by like horror movie anthologies, like yung mga Shake,
Mhm.
Rattle, and all. Parang it's like these isolated stories of
Shake, rattle.
horror
Mm-hmm.
in. So that's what we wanted the album to be, it's like isolated stories of the seven deadly sins today. Parang
Yeah.
ganun. Yeah.
Parang how they
Oh.
apply in like modern times. Parang where you
Yeah.
see it in the world right now.
Yeah.
Oh. So you wrote these songs coming from that mindset talaga na you had a
Mhm.
plan na okay, gawa tayo ng seven deadly sins, ganon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Really?
It started with EXO.
Oh yeah, it started. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Deadly Sins came from X and X's. Like when we
Yeah.
first
Oh.
wrote.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So from that point on, we were
Everything just
like,
followed. Like actually, no,
Yeah.
no, Benson. Like everything followed. Like we just wrote songs, and then they fell into the category of
Yeah.
it being like bagay sa Seven Deadly Sins. So it's like put them
Mhm.
together.
yeah.
And
Oh. Out of like the seven deadly sins, like alin din yung pinaka like na hirapan kayong gawa ng kanta?
Benson,
Wrath. Yeah, Wrath.
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 Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
And what song did you end up writing for Wrath?
It's Benson will talk about it.
Yes, it's his song.
Sige,
It's his
go.
song.
It's called Ben Song. Actually, Diego gave it the name kasi when we recorded it first without it having a title.
Mhm.
So we just para lang our producer si Kern had like a reference for it dun sa files. And I left kasi the studio early. So
Mhm.
Diego was just like, just call it Ben Song for now. So, so
Because it's your song,
If you say
yeah.
it straight, it sounds bad. If you say it straight, you have to say it with space. It's like
Yeah.
Ben's song.
Yeah.
yeah, so we just went with it. Parang where did that song come from ba? Yun nga. Actually, in terms of like theme naman, I think the Wrath theme was like easy to write about. Kasi parang um I wrote it coming from a place na recognizing that there's a lot of um like parang being a hypocrite is like normal nowadays. I mean, even I myself am guilty of like, parang trying to correct everyone and parang like trying to achieve a certain standard amongst the world. And I'm not saying I'm better than everyone. I'm just saying na I'm also guilty of this na parang
Mhm.
recognizing that everyone is imperfect. So I wrote the song coming from like parang it's like a misguided anger. Parang I wrote it from the perspective na I'm walang self-awareness. Parang ganun. Like I'm writing almost out of irony na parang, oh, I'm so mad at all these people, pero you're mad at them for the same reasons that parang it could be applied to you. Na parang you're also guilty of wanting to like exercise social control or whatever.
Yeah.
So yun nga, parang I wanted to emphasize that in the song na parang the protagonist of the song is so mad at everyone, pero hindi niya alam. Siya din mismo is yung guilty of these things. That's where it came from. And then, siguro it became difficult to write kasi like musically, yeah, it was difficult to write musically because it was the first time na like I presented the song to the guys. Kasi usually when like for example when presented High, it was like he had like the basic structure of it already. And then like Gwen and Gwen and I just kept on adding to the song like to fill in the gaps. Pero when I wrote it,
Layer na lang.
pero when I wrote it, parang medyo complete na yung the song was kind of complete na. So it was difficult to like add the Gwen and the Diego, which is necessary because it's the band song. It's not just my song, diba? So parang it was difficult trying to fit it in the but I think we were able to accomplish that naman. In fact, Diego just came from the studio last week. He was re-recording some lines for the song before it gets mastered and mixed. So ayun.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
So yun yung Wrath. Now let's talk about the other deadly sins naman. I believe everything is about greed naman. Can you tell us about the song?
Ooh.
Uh,
We all sort of had a hand in writing this one. And it's basically how parang it's how much materialism is like promulgated sa current modern society na parang everything and everyone is telling you to buy something, you're never good enough, you always need something more, you always need something else. Diba? Parang
You're never satisfied.
yeah, you can never be satisfied by anything now in the modern world because literally everything tells you that you need it. Yeah. So
Grabe, no? How old are you guys again? Parang ang deep no mga perspective nyo in life. Parang ina-analyze nyo what's happening, gano'n. Tapos kino-connect nyo pa sa isang concept, which is, I think a really smart thing to do for your debut album. So, sige, abangan namin yung everything. That'll be like your next single, no? After Lonely Hearts.
yes, after
Yes.
the
Okay, sige. Now, what else have we not talked about dun sa 7? So, we've had Sloth, Envy, Greed, Wrath. What else?
Lost.
Lust? Okay, which song is for Lust?
X and X's.
yeah.
Yun yun.
Excellent.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what is the song about naman?
Para siyang it's about self-loathing and also about something we cannot discuss on Mix.
Yeah, we can- But
We might not
it rhymes with
invited over
popcorn.
next.
It
Rhymes with popcorn.
popcorn.
And
Basically, yun yung place of lust in modern society is that, it's people are very addicted to the
Addicted
idea
to-
of people and their.
parang my fake idea of how lost is supposed to be. Parang, when you have
It's misdirected.
misdirected,
Yeah,
like,
it's misdirected. Yeah.
Okay, so that's for
Parang
Lust.
ginagawa siyang panakipbuta sa self-loathing. Yeah.
I swear, yung mga concept nyo talaga ang deep. Parang, tsaka more on self-reflection, no? Parang nag-internalize kayo sa mga, hindi lang yung parang
Nilalaglag
observe
lang sa
ng
inyo.
tao. But it's great. Like, the more personal it is, the more vulnerable you get, the more people love it. Okay, how about the other deadly sins? So we've had 5 na, 2 more.
What are the other two? Wait, what are the other
Okay. Hindi ko rin memorize yung 7 deadly sins. So sloth, envy, greed, lust, wrath. 2 more.
Pride. Pride
Pride.
Pride. Okay.
Fighting Gluttony.
and Gluttony. Yeah.
Yun.
Gluttony. Okay, which one's Pride?
Pride is the one that came out before Heights, Dismember Avenue.
Hmm?
Remember?
And basically it's about overcoming your pride. It's about swallowing your pride and sort of actually improving. And kasi you can't improve if you don't admit your wrongs. So
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Ang galing. Ang dami yung mga quotable quotes. Pang Pinterest. Ganun. Pang tweet. Okay. How about Gluttony?
Wait, which is
Yes.
which
Gluttony
song?
is
What song is that?
Killer Hit.
Oh, Killer Hit. Oh, that's my favorite song. Share ko lang.
Killer
Once
Hit?
you hear the album, look out for the song called Killer Hit. That's my favorite out. Like that's my favorite song there.
yeah.
So yeah, just wala lang. It's about gluttony again.
So basically, we took Gluttony from an angle of overindulgence. Killer Hit is a story of people with addictions that get killed in unconventional ways by their addictions. So it's
Yeah.
like, it's like, well, one of the lines is like about how this guy, he has a smoking addiction, but he doesn't die from smoking. He dies because he burned his house down because his cigarette was lit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
parang ganun.
Yeah, parang
Yeah,
Oh.
it's about
musically, it's like my favorite also in Dano. It's so fun to play. Like, man, like I wanna gig right now just thinking about it. It's really fun to play.
The thing with Killer Hit then the idea of it stemmed from an actual killer. Like
Yeah.
the song stemmed. That's why it's called Killer Hit.
Mhm.
Parang siyang wala lang. It was a joke kasi like parang if people talk about, have you heard Suspiria Pink's Killer Hit?
Ah! Galing. Okay.
Pero more than that, parang the song originally started from the famous last words of a killer. I was watching this parang yung mga top 10 like famous last words. Yung mga
Yeah.
infographic
Watch
video.
Mojo.
Yung watch hindi naman Watch Mojo, infographic naman. So, yung mga infographic and then top 10 famous last words, creepiest famous last words. So, if you look out for the sentence by this killer named Rob Alton Harris, he said na you can be a king or street sweeper, but everybody dances with the Grim Reaper. See how perfect is like the line na ganun, perfect for ano.
So that's one of the
Perfect
hooks of the
for
song.
idea and the sin idea.
Mhm.
So, parang
Yeah.
incorporate namin yung killer na yon into
Yeah.
that self-indulgence that Gwen, and we put them all together and
Mhm.
formed Killer Hit as it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kasi the
Buti na
quote
lang you
itself is
chanced
like-
upon that infographic pala.
Yeah.
Ang galing. Wow. Okay, so that is your upcoming album Vices coming out May 2021. 7 tracks. And we can't wait to hear the rest of them. But for now, what we can do listen to are High, Dismember Avenue. What
Dismember.
else are out?
X and X's.
Mhm.
X and X is also out. So tatlo na, 3 out of 7 are out.
Mhm.
Okay, and Lonely Hearts is coming out this Friday. There you go. Meron bang name yung fans nyo, guys?
No.
Pickles.
Okay.
Pickles.
Seryoso, sis Pickles?
Kasi we love, I mean, I don't know pero I love pickles, and then we were just like, let's think of some pickles. Pickles are great. Like, for
Sis
someone who
Pickles.
orders pickles in McDo, like McDonut, Gun,
Nanonood song.
Yeah.
Old McDonald's had a farm, di ba? Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
Grabe, Diego talaga. Oo.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, speaking of, fast food chains, do check out their vlog on their YouTube channel, guys. It's a very fun vlog. Who edits those?
Benson.
No,
Okay, Benson.
yeah.
It's very cute. It's very raw, homemade type, and it really shows like a different side of the band. So do check that out as well. So, what is your message to all of your suspickles out there watching right now?
Don't stop being great.
Yeah.
Super pretentious. Super pretentious.
Naging motivational ah.
For, you have amazing taste in music. Grabe. For real though, parang again like kanina yung never forget to be humble. Like if you if you love music,
Right after talking about how great our music is.
no. Wait, okay, rewind. Just, just, just love what you do, and like
Mm-hmm.
pretty much, if you like music, if in any way like you get inspired by the music we make, like you know, if you like the music that we make and it inspires you to make your own music, then do it,
Yeah.
because we'd be more than happy to be known as a band na, we help people realize na parang, we want to make this
Yeah.
type of music as well.
Mhm.
We also want to let people know na our music can be played too and people will like it. Just trust
Yeah,
us.
yeah. Because
We
our
wanna-
genre's not very
yeah, our genre is not very
out there.
out there compared to others.
Mm-hmm.
Something
Oh,
like that. Yeah.
before we hear from Gwen and Benson, we have to take this into consideration. Because I was asking you guys what the name of your fandom is, and you said Suspicles, but we have a suggestion from the
Okay.
comment section from Pat Sarabia. She says
Suspect last.
Suspectlats.
Suspect.
I think yeah, you should consider this, guys, and put it into a vote.
I agree.
Ipo
Suspectlats.
namin.
Just
Sure.
just keep it there on the side, pag wala kayong magawa, ponder upon it.
Yeah,
Suspect
we'll file the
lots.
trademark along with with Suspectus. We'll file the trademark just to be safe.
Suspicals and suspect lads, yes. Okay. Let us know, guys. I-tweet nyo sila. Sige, more messages na from you guys to your fans. Let's go to Benson.
Um, Thank you for listening to our music. If you listen to it, if you don't, please listen to our music. uh, and I don't. I'm thankful na we have all of these opportunities and that there are people that genuinely like our music and that there are people that do support our music. So thank you for that. Like seriously, kasi um, I think all of us can agree we didn't predict that this is how this Suspiria thing would go. But yeah, we're happy and thank you for supporting us.
Oh, okay. How about you, Gwen?
Yeah, same. I just wanna thank them, of course, and Siguro I also wanna encourage you guys to comment and stuff because we would really love to hear more from you. There are a lot of you guys who enjoy our music, and we'd love to hear what you enjoy about it, what you want us to fix, and whatever. It's just like we'd love to interact with you more, and just know that every like every share we actually really see that and we appreciate every single
Yeah.
like share we get because for us it's a really big deal for anyone to be enjoying and listening to our music, so yeah.
Oh, uy, shout out daw kay Lucy Victoria. Thank you for watching. To everyone watching right now sa Facebook, YouTube, and Kumu, thank you so much for watching. And may I just say, ako, isa na akong suspickle. I really love your music. Kasi parang as someone who was born in the 90s, parang it's my kind of music. Parang it brings me back to like my high school days as well. And parang naka-good vibes lang siya, lalo na yung high. So, guys, to everyone watching, do check out the music of Suspiria Pink. Their music video for High is now out. And their new song, Lonely Hearts, is coming out this Friday, midnight, March 12. Mark your calendars. And again, let's wait for their debut album, Vices, coming out this May 2021. So, by the way, meron ulit suggestions si Pat Sarabia. Yung saktong fans lang daw, Suspect Lats. Tapos yung
Mga
biggest
special lang
fan,
sa amin.
Suspickles.
Segregating
May
the-
ranking. Oo, like kapag bago ka pa lang, suspect lat ka pa lang. Tapos kapag
Yung mga
tipong
top fans.
pumupunta ka na sa gig, oo, yung ganon. Yung
suspect
na-meet na kayo, suspicals. But thank you for having so much fun with us today,
Thank you for
guys.
having us.
Thank you for having
thank you
us. We
also.
appreciate it.
We had fun getting to know you. And again, we're gonna be waiting for your album. Yes, kayo ulit sa mix kapag nasa labas na, or nasa labas na, pag nakalabas na yung bagong album. But for now, we'll be waiting sa Friday release nyo ng Lonely Hearts. But that is it for this MYXclusive interview with Suspiria Pink. Once again, I'm VJ Ai. Thank you so much to Benson, Diego, and Gwen of Suspiria Pink. Bye!
Bye-bye. Thank you for having us.
Having us.